Good morning. I am Sagar Dalvi, batch July 21. And today I am going to explain a very important topic in Java, that is string. Literature define string as index sequence of character. It's called string. Many languages implement string in a different way. Some primitive languages implement string as a character of array or array character, but Java follow a different path. In Java we can implement string as an object of string class, which is available in java.lang package. So the immediate question may come in your mind, why we can use string object to implement string. The answer is very straightforward. Java string class has many inbuilt method that will very convenient to manipulate string. So that's why we use object path to implement string. So that's it. So we can create string object by using two way. The first one is string literal constant, and second way is by using the new keyword. When we create string object by using literal constant, then only one object of string get created in string constant pool, provided that there is no similar object available in the string constant pool. And when we create object by using new keyword, then one object get created in heap memory area, and second object is created in string constant pool, provided that there is no similar object available earlier. So in this way we can create string object. And when we create a string object by using new keyword, then the string class has 5 type of constructor. First one is default constructor, second one is a parameterized constructor, and string class has 3 copy constructor. So let discuss one by one. When we create object by using the string object by using default constructor, then we will get empty string object. And when we create object by using parameterized constructor, then we will get string object which is equivalent to the literal constant. For example, if we want to create string object which is equivalent to the literal constant Hepshine, then what we will do, we will pass the Hepshine literal constant as a parameter to the string constructor. For example, our syntax for that is string yes is equal to new string, and in parameter we can pass Hepshine literal constant as a parameter. And string class has 3 copy constructor. What is copy constructor? Copy constructor means we can pass object of one class as a parameter to the constructor of another class. When we want to create string object which is equivalent to the string buffer object, then it is possible in string class to pass as a string buffer object to the constructor, and then we will get a string object which is equivalent to the string buffer. Same is the case with a string builder, means it is possible to pass the string builder object as a parameter to the constructor of the string. And last copy constructor is array, means we can pass array to the constructor of string constructor. Here example is, suppose we have the array character ch is equal to having some data a b c d literal, and it is possible to convert same array as equivalent to the string. The syntax is very simple. We can write down string s is equal to new string and parameter as char array ch. So in this way we can create string object which is equivalent to the character array. So let's discuss what are the different methods available in the string classes. More than 50 methods available in string classes. Here I am going to discuss the method which is are frequently used in day-to-day programming. The first method and the most used method in a string class is length. The similar kind of functionality available in array, and we have used array length while programming. And string class also contain the same kind of method, that is string dot length. We know the difference between array length and string length. What is that? Array length is a variable and string length is a method. But I would like to highlight the similarity between the array length and string length. Both, that is array length and string length, are of the final type. And both these final keyword, we can draw some conclusion on that. The final array length implies that we cannot change the length of array. Is it disadvantage? Yes, it is disadvantage. We cannot change the size of array explicitly. So this disadvantage we can handle by using the collection framework. But can we say that is it a disadvantage of string length final method? In my opinion, is it not? Because the final length method implies that very important characteristics of the string object, which is immutability. At prima facie, it seems to be a restriction, but it plays the vital role in memory optimization or optimum use of memory. So this is all about the length. The second method is caret method. As I earlier said that in string is a index collection of the character. Means by using the character caret method, we can access any character present in the string, provided that index should be between the extremity, that is 0 to length minus 1. Means the last character of the string present at length minus 1 index. So by using caret method, we can access one character at a time. But in some situation, we have the requirement that we can fetch more than one character at one go. Then we have the another method which is getChar. Means by using getChar method, we can extract more than one character at a time. Another character extraction method is getByte method. Right now, some internet protocol follow the 8-bit representation for the character. So to handle this situation or internet protocol, Java also support the getByte method. Okay, so we have the another kind of method, that is comparison methods. In that, first one is equals to method. Equals to method compare the two string lexicographically and return the boolean type data types. Means if the two string are exactly equal, then equal method returns the true, and if the two string are not lexicographically equal, then equal method return the false. Similar to the equal, we have another string comparison method, that is compare to method. Compare to method return the difference between the ASCII value of first different pair, and if both the string are lexicographically equal, then it return the difference between the length of the two string. Again, we have the very important concepts of equal to operator and equals. What is difference between equal to operator and equals? For string buffer and string builder, both equal to operator and equals return the same value. But for the string, equal to operator check for the reference variable equality, and equal method check for the exact content of the two string. Means lexicographically it will get checked by using the equal method. Okay, we have another types of method, string manipulation method. In that we have the concat method. Concat method add the two string. Suppose syntax for that, suppose we have the two string. First one is Ahmednagar and second one is Pune. Then we can concat or add these two string by using the syntax S1 concat S2, where S1 is equal to Ahmednagar and S2 is equal to Pune. The second string manipulation method is replace. We can replace any character in the method. We can replace any character in the string by using a new character. The third method is trim method. Trim method remove all leading and trailing spaces. And we have another types of method for changing the case of the character. Means we can convert the lowercase character into the uppercase by using two upper case, and we can change the uppercase character into the lowercase character by using two lowercase method. So that's it for today. We will see in next lecture. Thank you.